Hello, namaste. Yes, I was going to see if we can get some, so I'm not looking so green here with, it's so bad here. Um, oh, mercy. I was going to address, people get really testy when I start speaking about these gurus, these world gurus, and how do I know they're not realized, and, what makes you an authority, and yada, 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 you know. Well, it's very simple, okay? When one enters realization, there's only one reality, okay? Only one. Now, when you're in Advaita mind, there are as many paths, as many viewpoints, as many ideations as there are people on the planet, okay? But in realization, it's a singular cognition, okay? Everything falls away, and then from that point, it's just simply that is. That's why you'll find any of the Advaita texts, whether it's the Vivekchudamani, the Ashtavakra Gita, any of those type of texts, you'll find out that it's a singular type of cognition. That's what remains. So it's very simple for one that remains in that Advaita beyond mind, into that stillness, to see if another is within that stillness or if they are in Advaita mind. It's as simple as if you speak English, you hear somebody speaking English, you know it's English. That clear cut, okay? And you can distinguish if somebody's speaking a different language, okay? Very simple, clear cut, okay? So then you get those that think they're really brilliant, and they always come back with this retort. If there's only one, then how can you recognize another and go after them? It's just, and they think they're being really brilliant. They think they've really come up with a real smart retort. Okay. In the Advaita cognition, yes, there's a singular. Doesn't mean that the eyes are closed to the Advaita realm, that there's no cognition of it. It's like sitting in the center of a spinning wheel. The axle is unmoving, and it has quite good vision of what's going on around it. So the Advaita police need to step off in their brilliance that they think they've gotten, because it's absolutely asinine. Again, if within all your brilliance, then how did any of the sages write the Advaita? How did they write the Ashtavakra Gita, the Vivekchudamani? How did Ramana speak to the people? You think because you're in that cognition of just that singular is, that all of a sudden the divisionary world is no longer seen? Is seen, and the illusion of it is known. Okay? That's it. So in all your mental brilliance that you think you've gotten, oh, I've got them on the run now, I'm going to corner them, boy, they can't move from this one. It's nonsense. It's something that's said by those that are still in flagging mind, okay, in all of their logical, illogical nonsense that they want to throw out there, okay? Again, I'm going to make this very simple. When everything deconstructs and falls away and that mind becomes still, and one has entered that linga, okay, one has become that linga, and the body form is like the Shakti that continues going in the world. That's all. It plays out whatever it needs to do. How does speaking come? Don't know. It just does. If somebody asks a question, the body speaks. That's all. Now, sages throughout history have tried to explain this, but there is no way to explain what takes place in this consciousness to one that is in Advaita mind. Okay, it is so beyond Advaita mind cognition that you absolutely, you cannot give something that they can grasp that will understand it. It is a total shift of consciousness that takes place. Okay? And that's the way it is. Sorry, can't make it any different than what it is. But like I said, once everything falls away, it's very apparently clear. One that is in that state of realization, Turiyatata, Sahaj Nirvikalpa, that remains there, can open any of these texts and see where they're coming from. Whether it's in Advaita realm, they can see what is the direction that they're trying and attempting to get people to go to, or whether it's Advaita. Very clear. Okay? Doesn't mean that, when we say that we're trying to be on some pedestal or something. Whatever I am, you are at the very heart of everything. Okay? And yes, while there is in the end only that singular is, just like a lampshade that's got holes cut in it and there's one light, I'm speaking to one of those rays that's coming out that thinks it's in divisionary drama. Okay? So it's just, the ones that want to come as the Advaita police, it just, stop. Okay? Again, they think they're being very clever, but it just shows their non-understanding, and it's not something that minds are going to get. What is the cognition when everything deconstructs into that is? Okay. They don't understand that moment, that transition. Okay. And they don't understand what remains when everything finally settles. And okay. So that's all I wanted to put out. If you're going to try to be the Advaita police, it's not going to work. You may be brilliant in your own mind, but it doesn't change what is the cognition and what is that consciousness. Just simply doesn't. So I will leave this here. Namaste. Oh, I know, I come to think there is, just popped in, that somebody had asked a question yesterday, so I will see if I can find that post and address that this morning. Namaste.